Page 32, The Tired Turtle Express. I know the feeling. 4/4 time. Let's talk about this a bit. I'm going to take this one hand at a time. Let's make sure we have the notes and the fingering and the rhythm first. Right hand first. The little grace note at the beginning, leave that out for now. We'll add that in when we do the articulation. Right now, I mean, the grace notes are ornaments. There's a bunch of different kinds of ornaments. Ornaments are optional. Leave it out for now. Just play the main notes. So we have third finger on the A in this bass clef. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that's tied. Then you have treble clef. You come up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's weird. You're resting on beat 1. 1 and 2 and. But then you get an eighth rest, so it's 3 and it's still an F sharp because that sharp is good for the rest of the measure. So again, that measure 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Once you get the rhythm, it's not bad. I'm hoping you can figure the rhythm out on your own rather than waiting for me to play it for you. Oh, that's how it goes? Okay. No, you figure it out first. Second line. Again, leave out the grace note. We're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and. Just who knows what the notes are going to be. Just take them as they come. And then going on, way down here, bass clef. 1 and 2 and 3 and. It's the same notes an octave higher. It's the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Now they're saying 2, 3, 1, 4. That's actually a good finger. I recommend it. There's other fingers you can use, but that's a good one. You'll run across that quite a bit. And then the third line is similar to what we've already had on the first line. And the last line, then we're up here, measure 13. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you get a 2 beat rest. And then we're treble or bass clef here, F, G. And then it's 4, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 4 E and 1, 4 E. Just A sharp. Yeah. Left hand is going to keep the beat more or less. So it's 1 rest, rest, rest. This is fun. You're wondering what the natural sign is for, because it's a G natural anyway. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll get there. Second line here. Rest, 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 rest. Third finger, and then that treble clef up here. And then you go on to what you already had. Let's go down to the last line. Last two measures. You're here. A G and a B. And then you come down with thumb on the G. 4 E and 4 E. 4 E and 1. Put the hands together. Well, carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we want to make sure we're playing the rests. Because the right hand when it comes in is all connected. For now we're connecting it. The left hand has rests. So it's 1. Yes, see, that's by itself. Then here, so it's like opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Here, hold the half note down. Lift up, and this note, and then the note in the right hand is the same note. So you get off of it. So the G's tricky. So let's go over again. The measure is 7 and 8. It's here. Now you come over. And then the third line is the same as the first. So go down to the last line. It's a 1 and 2 and 1, So you got 2 beats of rest. That's important. Put in the full 2 beats of rest for that measure. And then at the last measure is here. Treble clef, it's 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4 and 4 and 4 yanda. Together. This is tricky. This takes them, you go as slow as you gotta go. And you work out the trouble spots where you're hesitating or the hands are in each other's way or you're moving. You work on those spots and work those out. Then we can put in the articulation and the grace notes. Well, in the left hand, there are tenutos. Hang on to them the full beat. 1, 2. Don't cut them the least bit short. You can actually just hang on to them a hair longer if you need to, but don't cut them short. In the right hand, we got slurs and staccatos. And this little grace note's a quick little note right in front of it. Different people play them differently between you and your teacher. I'll just make it short. Some people play it before the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people play it on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up to you how you're going to do it. I do them on the beat. That's what I'm used to. That's what I like. So at the beginning, we're here. That's a staccato. Don't accent it, just short. This is slur. You'd hang on to that a little extra. When I do this with the metronome, I'm going to hold that quarter note down 2 counts instead of 1. And then both hands come up for 1 beat rest, and then we go on, same as we did at the beginning. There's a rest so the turtle can catch its breath, and then here, and you hang on to that for a while. With a metronome, I'll double it, so I'll hold it for 6 counts instead of 3, and then finally 4 yanda, staccato at the end. Then you add the dynamics. That's mainly for the right hand, so it's again keep the left hand soft. Now soft, back up to moderately loud. Now you're going to retardando a little bit. Here, and come off, here, and then a rest. The turtle's catching a breath again, just a short one because he hadn't done that. And then carry on, moderately loud. Soft. The poco a poco retardando means gradually or little by little slow down, which means take your time in slowing down, and you're going to continue to slow down for the rest of the piece. So here, don't slow down too much too soon. You're soft, and then we have that 2 beat rest. Just continue to count slowly, and then we have the moderately loud, and you hold that for a while, and then at the end, and remember we've slowed down. So those are actually kind of slow. That's the impression they give. You get to know it, and so you can get into it and imagine this turtle slogging along or whatever turtles do. One, two, hold on that, and then finally, and you're done. And the audience doesn't know what to expect next. They don't know if you're resting again or if you're going to continue. So get your keys, your hands off the keys, and let the audience know you're done. As long as you're resting on these measures with rests in them, keep your hands on the keys, or the audience will think you're done. They'll stop clapping. Now, I've had audience clap in the middle of a piece because they thought I was done before. Even keeping my hands on the keys, they did it. But yeah, keep your hands on the keys during these rests, and then at the end you take your hands off. Now, to explain the natural sign in the first measure in the left hand, they give you a G natural. When it's a G natural anyway, why are they giving you a G natural? Why is it a natural? The reason is because they're being nice to you. They don't need to, but they're being nice to you. And since people don't agree on how the rule for accidental applies, this is the safest way to do it. You see, you have a G sharp in the right hand. That means all the G's for the rest of the measure are sharped. That's why on the G in the right hand, they have to put a natural sign in there. Well, they put a natural sign in here just to let you know that's a natural. You see, the accidental is only good for that staff. Every staff is independent. You just play the line, the vertical lines connecting them tells you you're playing the staves at the same time, but the stuff in them is independent. That's the problem. That's why clef signs can be different. Who knows what's going on? Time signatures are usually the same, and key signatures are usually the same, but other than that, who knows what's going on? So you don't really need, in my opinion, a natural sign in the left on the bottom staff because you never had a G sharp in the bottom staff. But its safest thing to do is to put it in because of the G sharp in the right hand. People will argue, well, they had it up there, they probably just made a mistake and they meant a G sharp here. No. So they put in a G natural to make it clear. Do that. Other people would say you got to have a natural sign there because that sharp applies for both staffs, and it doesn't. Now I'd like to play this with you slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics. I will do the articulation. So let's just play it together very slowly. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 1 and rest and rest and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 4 and rest 2 1 2 3, hold 2 3